how do you make a date from history stick? Like really stick? Well, you don't just memorize it, right? You turn it into a great story. Today, we're going to look at how a simple chat between two sisters shows us the real power of storytelling in bringing history to life, all focused on the birthday of a beautiful Indian state.
All right, so let's jump right in. Picture this, a garden, two sisters named Anshika and Aisha. And this whole thing kicks off not with some dusty old history book, but with just a number.
Yeah, just 25. The younger sister, Asha, she lands on it while they're playing a game. And for her, it's just a number. But her older sister, Anshika, she sees something way, way bigger.
And that's the question Asha asks, right? Why is this number so special? This is the question that unlocks this whole thing for us. So let's figure it out. Why is 25 so important?
And boom, there's our first big clue. Anshika links that number, 25, to a very specific date, January 25th, 1971, a day she says is super important in their history. So, what happened?
Well, that date, that's the moment a brand new state was officially born. It popped up for the very first time on the map of India.
And here's the official scoop. It's called HimachalPradesh Day. People celebrate it every single year on January 25th, and it's all about remembering that day back in 1971 when it finally became a full-fledged state.
Now, this is what I love about this story. It's like it knows what we're thinking. Just as you're probably wondering, wait, what was Himachal before 1971? The younger sister asked the exact same thing.
And this just lays it out so clearly. Before that day, Himachal Pradesh was what's called a union territory. Basically, it was governed differently. But on January 25th, 1971, everything changed. It was a total transformation. It got its own identity, its own sense of pride, as a full state.
And this is the real magic trick. Aisha gets it, but she doesn't just get the fact, she feels it. By calling it Himachal Pradesh's birthday, she turns this, political event into something personal and happy. It's such a brilliant metaphor that makes the whole thing just click.
Okay, so if it's a birthday, there's gotta be a party, right? So how do the people of Himachal Pradesh actually celebrate this big day now? Oh, it is a huge celebration of who they are. The whole day is just buzzing with the state's amazing culture. You've got traditional dances, folk music in the air. There are these big parades and official events where leaders talk about the state's journey, how far it's come.
All right, now we're getting to the really clever part of the story, the masterclass, if you will. It's one thing to learn a fact, sure, but how do you make absolutely certain you never, ever forget it? Well, Anshika has a couple of tricks up her sleeve.
See, she doesn't just repeat the date. No, she gives her sister a tool. A really fun, simple little trick that's designed to lock that information in her brain for good.
And here it is. It's so good. Just look at this. 25,171. The numbers are all there. And the phrase HP is done, it's perfect, right? It means the whole process of becoming a state was finished, it was done. It's this simple, brilliant little memory trick that ties everything together.
And just in case that wasn't enough, she throws in a little rhyme, too. Snowy hills and sunshine bright, born a state in 71, January 25, we say, Happy Himachal Pradesh Day. I mean, come on, using rhymes to remember stuff is as old as time for one reason, it just works. This little verse captures the vibe of the place and the date, making it pretty much unforgettable.
And this is really what it all boils down to. This story isn't just about remembering a date on a calendar. It's about why it's so important to remember. When you know the story of your home, its birthday, it just creates this deeper connection, a real sense of respect for the land and its history.
So that's what we'll end on, this idea that every place has a birthday, a moment it became what it is now. Learning this story about Himachal Pradesh is just a great push for us to get curious about our own backyard. So the question I want to leave you with is this. What story does your home have to tell? What history is just waiting for you to find it?